Do you think dancehall music, reggae music, Jamaican music gets the respect that it deserves?
No.
Even no?
No, we still have 5 feet.
One thing we feel like says like I feel like this might have not happened if COVID didn't happen. I feel like this came together because of COVID. Is that true?
Well, you know, say it happened because of COVID still. Because
Yeah.
I would definitely be doing something else still, you know. So
Yeah.
everything happened for a reason. So
For
we
a
have to
big
just
reason.
accept the blessing what COVID bring, you know, because COVID is definitely a curse, is it?
And how's COVID doing in Jamaica? Like how's things in Jamaica? Like how you guys dealing with that over there? Is there
I don't
curfew
know,
and
bro.
all them kind of something?
I'm just staying off the radar, you know.
Laying low.
Why? So me I stay off the radar, fam. You know, lay low.
Okay. Wow. You're right. So listen, so let's talk about a little bit of history because there's a lot of people on here. You're getting a lot of exposure. I mean, as a DJ already in dance and all them kind of something, we know the vibes, you know what I mean? We know your career. We know all the big tunes that you don't put out. But there's people now that you've grabbed onto their ears that might not know you too well, you know what I mean? And because of the cosign from Drake and all of them something there, it's almost like not starting again, but you got fresh ears. So starting from, I mean, I would say you bust on the scene like in 2009.
Yeah.
So about 10 years, a little over 10 years now is when you're really getting your fame. And back then, from what I understand, you know, a real ghetto youth where you're just starting out in church when you first started. You first started out your career in church singing for your grandmother's church. Is that correct?
Yeah, man.
And then from there on, you kind of link up with, you know, you get some blessings. You link up with Vybz Kartel. He gave you that cosign, and the rest was history. But let's talk about even before Vybz Kartel. I remember I heard you talk about you used to walk miles to go to school. Just real, you know what I mean? Just real struggling and suffering. Talk about how that maybe humbled you or made you, you know what I mean, accept the blessings that you're getting now.
Well, you know, everybody have them journey, everybody have them story, you know, so I mean, when I was going to school in St. Thomas, I used to live far from the main and things, so I used to have to walk like 4 miles before I reach where the bus stop is, you see me, so I think that is one of the reasons why I'm so fit these days. So. Yeah, man, and probably if I never really face them struggles, them wouldn't have a story to tell the world, you know, where people can like motivate themselves off that story. And I mean, certain things that I've been through, a lot of people been through similar things too, so they can relate to things that I say as well. So
yeah,
my journey just motivate me, and I just put it in my music likewise, is it?
Saying, yeah, I mean, as an African youth, because you know, so me grow up in Nairobi, Kenya. I don't know if you reached Kenya yet. I know you've been to Zimbabwe and Ghana. I don't know if you reached Kenya yet, but
yeah,
you know, it's very simple.
I go Kenya still, but it was like for an hour. We never really
just
got
passing through
out in the country. We just stop at the airport for a bit. So.
But being in Africa, you already know the vibes. It's very similar to Jamaica. Like we all live a very similar life. You know what I mean? It's not too easy. So when we talk about, you know, walking miles to school, I remember doing that too, to walk to the bus stop, to then take a bus, to then walk again to the school and all them kind of something. So we definitely can relate to them kind of thing. You know what I mean? But it's
that's
more
why
like
I drive so fast nowadays. It's spaceship.
I see, brother. Yeah. You never wear your seatbelt though. What's going on, cuz? That's why I wanted to start. I'm like, yo, my man always driving with no seatbelt, bro. And me and the road them in Jamaica rough.
Yeah, but I drive with my seatbelt sometimes still, but I mean, sometimes I just jump in at the truck for a quick spin, so I not even remember about seatbelt because I smoke beer, weed, and high.
You know. No. All right, so again, growing up as a ghetto, you kind of humbled you and kind of gave you that motivation and that hustle to kind of do what you need to do. And I heard, and confirm this or no. Is it true that at one point, okay, what kind of sneaker then? Oh, you showing off the sneakers now, bro.
Trouble, food.
Trouble? Yo,
I'm
so is
well
it true
clean
that
at 10
before,
a.m., you know.
eh?
Me say I'm well clean at 10 a.m. So I
Me
just go
see
so
it, man.
trouble,
Me
food.
see it, man. Me see it, man. Me see it, man. Now, dispel this rumor for me. Is it true before you got into music you were gonna go to the military?
Yeah, but me fail part of the test still.
What happened?
It was for a good reason.
What happened? What happened? The weed test?
I don't think it was weed.
What happened?
I don't remember. I think it was a maths test or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from then on, them say, nah, the man can't come in here.
Yeah,
We can't.
when I feel that test, them just say, yo, now for just go and do music serious now, cause these are the only thing what would I really do otherwise for music still, isn't it?
Yeah, I see it. I see it now. And when you talk about taking music seriously, I know there was a time. I mean, you know, you used to run around. You didn't really take music too serious. You didn't know music was really like the business side of it. True. You there?
Yeah, I'm there, I'm great.
I think the thing frees up a little. But yeah, I was saying like those are times
Do
where
me
you didn't.
wrist a freeze, you know?
Let me see it on.
Do me wrist a freeze, the whole phone just freeze up.
So I feel it easy. So when it comes to you taking music seriously, I know there was a time where you was just, I mean, again, you're talented. You can't do as, you know, you're in the studio all the time. But when did you start taking the business of music seriously?
The minute I fail the soldier test,
Trouble.
yeah, man. That's that very minute.
From then on, you say it's music or nothing.
Music or nothing.
And then from there on, is that at the point? How long after that did you bump into Vybz Kartel?
I know Vybz Kartel, like, well, I know Vybz Kartel a long time still. Because one of my nigga when he Stammatera, he introduced me to Vybz Kartel at one club, but he did kind of drunk, isn't it? So that be remember me. Yeah, but then we go one party when you're my skin. That was like a year after. And then I sing and it just like when Vybz Kartel hear me talent, him just say, oh, that youth are bad, and him then get his number, so we just link, is it?
Mud. And from then on, it was history.
Yeah, up to now.
Up to now. And I know you always show him his respect. I seen you on a live a few weeks ago where he said, yo, no matter where me go, I always give Kartel his respect. Anywhere I talk about Kartel, anything, and I respect you for that.
Yeah, man, I'm an OG that still I don't know enough.
And you said without him, you wouldn't be where you are.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Shout out to everybody checking in on the thing. Make sure y'all share the live.
A lot of people did know about my talent and they never try for like further it, you know. So like,
let's talk about that. Because in many interviews I've seen you say that a lot of people don't just hit on Popcaan for whatever reason or don't like you because you're rising. Like why do you still feel that way, number one? Do you feel that way even now?
of course. But everybody will have achieve certain things. They may encounter with the same thing. So it's just a part of life.
Of course.
It's the balance of life. Negative and positive. Haters and love. So it go.
That's how it go.
Yeah.
But at some point, it must have been frustrating for you, especially in the beginning when when you know as someone who knows they're talented, and then it's like, yo, the doors are not opening for me. Like, walk me out. Like, it must have been frustrating for you at some point.
No, never frustrate me.
Because you already knew your journey. You knew where you was going.
Remember, me tell us I used to walk 4 miles to school.
True.
And that never frustrate me. So, why else could that frustrate me? It just, when some people used to say certain things about me, it was like, we just say, yo, sure. One of them things there. And the next one.
Any of those haters reaching back out now because Poppy is out here hot, biggest thing in the world, next to the biggest artist in the world, and they're now reaching out to your phone like, yo, let's work.
Of course, them try link up. Yeah, but we don't need them. Yeah, man. We just have to stick to the glory of the Unruly story, you know. So I mean,
yes.
Big up my fans, them, man. I don't know. I want to keep me active.
Share the love. Share the love.
Big up
You're
my
right.
fans,
You're right.
them. We pray.
Now, when you guys drop Clocks, arguably, when you and Kartel drop Clocks, one of the most trend-setting songs, would you say in Jamaica? Because from them time there, we never hear Clocks before.
I not just Jamaica. A lot of people
in the world.
Yeah, a lot of people in other part of the world, they don't wear clocks, but that song make them get a one clocks to them collection.
Me too. We go a clock store right away. Me say, yo, me want one of them.
Want one of them. And clocks price have a raise too.
True. Cut off food pots.
I still have more clocks in my closet than any other shows.
How many? How many pairs of clocks?
Last count now, brother.
So we need the endorsement though. Clocks have to come with the endorsement, man.
I not beg them for no endorsement still.
No, we not beg them, but still, they gotta do, you know what I mean? Poppy out here on fire right now, man. But yeah, but that song really, worldwide, that song had an impact like no other. Like from that time there, you see clocks everywhere. Even right now, me just buy a pair of clocks that was done with beep and all kinds of something. And I'm like, yo, I don't think clocks would be as fire as they would be if it wasn't for that song. True?
100%.
100%. All right, so now
the clocks people, them know that, man.
They know, man.
Yeah, but them know.
Talk about Jamaica though. The small island of Jamaica and the influence it has on the world. Do you think dancehall music, reggae music, Jamaican music gets the respect that it deserves?
No.
Even no?
No, we still have 5 feet. Yeah, man. Because I mean, a lot of things where other artists do, Jamaica inspire it.
Of course.
And a lot of people in the world, they don't know that those inspirations are from Jamaica. So I mean
reggae inspired hip hop.
Yeah. So people would do that them for definitely make it be known, say, yo, this was inspired by our music, our island, you see me? So people can know. You know, because they often try to hide the truth. So, but Jamaica is a place where it over full with talented people, not just artists alone. Run a footballer, you them in the ghetto, them have some wicked footballer them in the country with them too, you know? So
yeah.
It's just a place where full with talent, you see me?
So now you having the power and the voice that you have, how do you use that to expose Jamaica in that light, or put a light on it to show them like, yo, we got more than just Bob Marley or Popcaan or whoever it is?
Well, you know, we have to just try to use my music to do that, you know, brother. Because talking can't do it, you know.
True.
So I say, it's the music. I have to try to reach as far as I can with myself and with my culture, you know.
Well, I mean, you're definitely on the way up. I mean, you're now standing next to one of the, if not the biggest hip hop artists in the world, Drake. You know what I mean? You guys link up. Next thing you know, you're OVO, and you have the FixTape out now. You got 2 features on him. I think you are the only person who could bring Drake. You're the only one who brought Drake to Jamaica to do a stage show, dog.
Yeah.
And that's Unruly Fest, which keep last year. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, if you're just joining the live, we locked in with Popcaan all the way from Jamaica. Share the live. Popcaan got the biggest song out right now, Twist and Turn, with one of the biggest artists right now, Drake. Did Unruly Fest last year, came from the sky in a moon suit. You know what I mean? Made the headline news everywhere. You know what I mean?
Was
this something? And that was the first ever Unruly Fest, oh.
Which
was
one?
Was that the first one?
Which one?
Last year. Last year.
No. The one before where Drake came.
So Drake came to the one in 2018 or 19?
Yeah, 2018.
Okay. So when Drake comes on to 2018, you keep our next one in 2019. Obviously, you're gonna keep our next one in 2020, but Corona happened.
Yeah. So this
So
year,
2021, what's the vision for 2021? Share the live, share the live, share the live.
yeah,
So what you said?
more movies, cause they're about for appearing in some new movie as well. You know, so
Oh, you're doing new movies?
Yeah, my name so what's up, you know. Yeah, man. So what's
So
up,
is this?
you know?
Well, can we get details of the movie? Who's directing it? Who's shooting it? Like,
No, me give you enough details already.
so what's up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now,
Yeah.
Corona, how's it affecting artists as far as how they travel? I know it affects obviously the money.
Affect everything, family.
You're still able to get to the studio though, 'cause I think you have a home studio, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, I mean, again, the FixTape come out, you know what I mean? Which, and I know you're working on a different mixtape with some youth them from, I think from Canada, though.
Yeah, free. Trouble.
Team, now is that still,
Yo, people, not stop calling me. I have to put the phone on flight mode, fam.
Go ahead.
Yeah, me do that already.
All right. 39 man and everybody calling, man. The money I call. The money calling, bro.
Of course.
Money calling.
That is the only call more answer right now. No,
But
joke.
yeah, but I know you're working on a mixtape with Preem from UK, and you kind of stopped that to focus on this because of Rona, and you figure like,
Preem live at Canada, fam. Mine I tried a Canadian rapper.
You say UK, I meant Canada.
I say my UK rapper now.
No.
Preem is not a UK rapper, he's a Canadian rapper. He's not a Canadian rapper. He's a Jamaican DJ, yeah?
Artist, yes sir.
Trouble.
But I mean, out of Corona, you get the FixTape. Now, is that other project gonna come out? Is that, I know you're gearing up for album, but is that other mixtape gonna happen still?
Yeah, man.
And is that dropping this year, next year? How we doing it?
Me can't tell you too much details right now still. Me only can talk about the FixTape, is it?
The FixTape, y'all go stream it, by the way, if you haven't streamed it. Listen, the FixTape is dope. Now, as an African youth, I gotta talk to you about.
You go ahead, Rasta.
No, man. Yo, as an African, I gotta ask you
J
this.
Island, not you, fam.
Oh, you say, yo.
Big
What
up
J
J
Island
Island on the live.
Yeah, J Island, stop, man. We're here for positivity, bro. We're here for positivity, bro.
Yeah, man, him up, man.
Now, as an African youth, I gotta ask you this, bro. I know you went to Africa, especially
Yeah.
Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that trip there was really important to you, and it really like just showed you a different side of things. Can we talk about that a little bit? Like, what was your experience like going to Ghana?
It was one of the best experience for me. Since the year starts still.
Talk to me about
because since we leave Ghana, it's just be a madness all over the world still. So that is still the best moment then for me from 2020 when I was in Ghana, you know, and I went to the Cape Coast Castle and thing, and I learned a lot of things up there about the slave trade and all those things, you know. So
and your roots and things.
Yeah, and also that a lot of people from the Caribbean is from
Africa,
is from Ghana, not just Africa, from Ghana in particular, you know. So I mean, Ghana is Jamaica, fam.
Yeah.
Real thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the food and everything is like the same things, them, brother. Yeah, man. Big up the whole of Africa, big up all of my African fans, them, you know.
Yeah. Big up
Yeah,
Kenya, big up
them know
Nigeria, big up you know, Africa,
Nigeria,
the African continent rock
Kenya,
with you heavy.
Gambia, you see me?
Yes.
And big up the
Drop
whole
your
of the
flags.
Caribbean island, them.
If you're from
Too
Africa, drop
far
your
out from the
flags and
island, them
represent.
again, and blessing me still, you see me?
Yeah. But that was really a moment for you where you learned about your history, your roots. I even know you tell people, hey, if you have a chance, make sure you go travel to Ghana for real.
Yeah. I try to share the experience with a lot of people still, you know.
And you took your whole team out there too?
Not all of them, just a few of them.
And
First time.
And it wasn't even no performance, no nothing. You just went there, business on business, and
Yeah. And
get now the rumor is that you buy a mansion out there.
Why? One girl, I mean.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
A girl shall me get out there from, not mansion.
But that's dope. That's dope because you know, same way like like Jamaica is where the music is not really appreciated or the culture. Same thing for Africa. You know what I mean? I mean, right now Afro beats are getting a little hype and it's getting some life, but our music is not really represented in that way. And I feel like really your island, my continent, is where everything starts from anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? And without us, the rest of the world can't move.
Yeah, man, real thing, brother. Everything. Yeah. If look, the diamonds, them, man.
See it, boy. I see you shining.
Our diamond, them, you know.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah. Africa, but it's real. It's real. Popcaan is in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. If you're not following him, the FixTape is out now. Twist and Turn. Of course, everybody, I'm sure you're tired of hearing this question, but the link up with OVO and Drake standing next to the biggest dude. I mean, he's the biggest hip hop artist, is basically who you're signed to. Of course, aside from the exposure of his fans and whatever else may be, what is it that you learn from that comment? What is it that you learn from Drake? What is it that you learn from OVO?
Well, I learned a lot of business moves from OVO still, you know. And like, I mean, by going on the road touring with Drake and thing and being in sold out arena every night and thing, it bring a different energy towards everything too, and it's like I feel like I did need that, it just open my mind to more things, like remember want sell out some arena across Europe next year and the year after, you see me?
I mean, but didn't you do your own? I think you did your own concerts in the UK that sold out, no? O2 Arena, I think.
Yeah, but I don't do no arena concert in Europe as yet. So.
Yeah, but you're on your way.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
On your way. Unruly boss, trouble.
Yeah, trouble.
So you link up with Drake. Drake, of course, jumping on. Well, really, cause Drake sampled first one of your songs, and then from there, he did the joint with Rihanna where he sampled it again, and a lot of people didn't know that was you on the record. I remember when we used to play it on the radio, and I'm like, they used to cut off that part there. I'm not gonna lie to you. They used to cut off that part there, and I was like, no. I forgive Popcaan is just due, man. Like, we gotta let the whole song play out on the radio. And they start doing that. And then obviously you then link up with him and you start doing Controller and you do all kinds, you know what I mean? Do you feel like this is your, how do I say? Cause sometimes we get hated on. We get pushback. Some doors get closed down when it's like, now you're not gonna make it nowhere. Is this kind of like your, I don't want to say revenge because we're trying to keep it on a positive, but is this like your I told you so? I told you I was going to be big. I told you that, Popcaan was going to be unruly all over the world, and you guys did not listen.
Well, I mean, I don't live like that because even before I had anything, I was like telling people around me that I would be doing these things. It's no surprise to me what I do, bro. And people around me like that know me from time, they know that is things that I've been telling them I'm going to do. And this is like the starting of the greatness all over again, fam. You know what I mean? And we focus on the mission, on the music, and we just move forward. You see me?
Okay.
Yes, right there. Unruly, a worldwide thing, man.
Worldwide. Shout out to all my
Worldwide, you see?
some Kenyan flags in here. If you got your flag, represent your flag. Other than Drake, you did collabo with Busta Rhymes, Snoop Dogg, Kanye West used you as a sample, Pusha T. What's up with the African artists? I know you did Davido, the Risky song.
I do
But what going with the
collabs
rest
with
of the
more
African
African artists. I do collabs with Runtown. I do collab with Mr. Easy. I do collab with Perusi.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I do collab with a lot of African artists, bro.
Is there any other artists that you want to do, African artists or general artists that you want to do collab with, or maybe you're already in the studio working with or trying to make some kind of linkage happen?
Well, I mean, if it's destiny, it will happen, with whoever it's supposed to happen with,
True.
Yeah.
True.
But all those African artists are my brothers as well, so anything is possible.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, they Shatawale, if we go to East Africa, my side of Africa, you have Southie Soul, you have Calligraph, there's enough artists on that continent that's truly talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So
Africa full of artists.
Yeah, big time. So shout out to Africa once again. Now as far as when I go on your story sometimes, Puppy, I see you're a real chef, man. I see you out here in the kitchen. I see you in the kitchen just cooking up and things, but that comes from the struggle, right? That comes from your humble beginnings, being able to fend for yourself.
Yeah, man, I write this head forward from this because I'm always like trying to be like getting my own thing from I was very young. Yeah, I always leave grandma house and she always say, I must stay out late and everything.
So if they approach you and do a cooking show, the Popcaan cooking show, you'd do it?
I'm supposed to go up on a cooking show soon still.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? This guy's out here getting a bag, bro. What is? You're out here getting a bag, brother. Big time. But yo, Papa,
it's McDonald's business, man.
Straight ital?
No. Straight ital what? Me no name Dre Island. No, man. I put some curry chicken black in a minute.
Boom.
Yeah, man.
Boom. Now, what's the studio vibe like for you when you go with? Can you tell us the people that you ghostwrite for?
No.
Come on, bro. Not even. But you write for a lot of artists. Can we at least say this? Do you write for a lot of US or UK or even African artists?
No.
Just a lot of.
I don't write for a lot of them, but I've done that before though.
Okay. And when like your music, like where does the music come? Cause I know you used to write down on paper. Now it just come out. And, you know what I mean? When you're in the studio, it's just a vibe.
Put on my earphone now and vibe,
And that's it.
Yeah, because I have my own studio now.
Okay.
I'm just take my time and do it,
Is there any songs out there that I don't know how to ask this, that we might be familiar with, that you wrote that we don't know about, that we don't know it's you behind the pen?
Yeah.
Hit song?
That song with me and Snoop Dogg. I wrote that part for Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
That verse.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Man, talented. That's why you're shining. We even see that chain full of diamond.
Yes, cool. Yeah, man, fam, man.
That's mad.
Music in our bloodline, fam.
I see it, B. I see it, B. If you go into a studio, how many songs do you go? When you go into the studio, are you focusing on just doing one song in particular, or you just going and vibe and we see what happens?
No, bro. I don't go to the studio and do one song. Ever.
How many songs a night? If you go into a studio one night, how many? 7? 5?
7, 5.
It don't matter.
4. Yeah.
How many
Like,
unreleased Popcaan songs is there outright? And how many unreleased Popcaan songs do you have? A hard drive full?
a lot,
Terabyte? 2 terabytes?
a lot, like 21 Savage.
My take.
Yeah, man. We
My
always have
take.
exclusive, fam.
And any of these now, the new album, when are we gearing up for that? I know FixTape is something to just kind of
Yeah,
tease the
me I work
people.
on a new one right now still.
Another one is going to drop this year?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So this is going to be an album or another?
Christmas timing.
Let's go.
Trouble, food.
Trouble. How many songs can we expect on this one?
All right. Probably like 17.
Another 17. Okay. Full clip. Full clip. Now, when we talk about everything that's going on in the world now, I feel like Rona kind of wake us up or Rona happened so we can wake up to certain things that are going on in the world.
Yo, Corona, you talk. My mother name Rona, you know, so watch what you say, you know.
All right, coronavirus.
Yeah.
When we're talking about coronavirus or COVID-19,
yeah.
It kind of, I feel like,
Don't call it Rona, call it Corona.
Right. Respect. So COVID-19, we're going to call it just COVID-19. So COVID-19, with it happening, I feel like it kind of opened up the eyes to a lot of things that are going on in this world, right? Racism and all them kind of something. I mean, in Africa, we're kind of used to just police brutality already. It's almost normal for me. I know it's the same thing in Jamaica, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At any point, at any, like, say for instance, in your new album, are you going to touch on these social justice issues?
Definitely, you know. Yeah.
I know you represent for the ghetto youth them, so and I know they're suffering.
Yeah.
You know?
We already sing about those things, you know.
Yeah. And you continue on with them. All right, man. I mean. But yo, listen, Popcaan all the way from JA, man. I appreciate the love. Twist and Turn is out right now. The FixTape, a new. He's saying Christmas. Another one is coming. Music on top of music. Can we talk features? At least give us some feature. 1, 2 feature. Can we get a feature? Who's on the new album?
Oh, the FixTape.
No, man, not the FixTape.
Family, Jada Kingdom, Drake, Party Next Door. Unruly Cuz, Skilly Ben Quadadan, Chef the Goddess, Furnace, Process One. Those are all people that are featured in the FixTape, bro.
And also, oh, by the way, let's not forget too, you got the Unruly label. Up to all your artists. Any new artists on the horizon? Any new artists that you're looking to sign?
Always.
Always.
Want to sign all of the artists them and give them as much exposure as you can. Get them out there. Let them start make money to you, see me?
Yeah, paid for just the way it happened for you, right?
Yeah, it's only right, bro.
It's only right. Papi, respect every time, man, and I appreciate you jumping on the live with me, bro. If you can leave us with a freestyle or something for the people, then.
Over freestyle. My style is expensive, you know.
I 20. I'll come and I hit with man. The people need some inspiration. Give them a look of peace, bro. Give them a look of peace, bro.
Yo, just go stream the FixTape. Is he free?
No problem. Yo, y'all go stream the FixTape right now. Papi, salute. As always, respect, brother, man. Keep doing your thing.
Big up the fans, them, you know. Unruly, big up on yourself. You know, I'm a big friend. Straight up. OVO Unruly.
Straight up. Love.
My African brother.
Yes.
Salute.
Thank you, bro.
Boy.